Mega Skarmory will be making its Pokémon GO debut in Super Mega Raids this coming weekend. If you're looking for a good Steel and Flying type Pokémon, this is the event for you. On top of that, I've got a small technique where you can do 10 Super Mega Raids for absolutely free. We're gonna do a full event breakdown, look at some top tips to really help you guys maximize this event. We're gonna look at how good Skarmory really is in Pokémon GO, and right at the end, is this day even worth it for you? This is Mega Skarmory Raid Day. Wow. Sharp. With Go With Us. Shh. As always, to start, time and dates. Guys, Skarmory Super Mega Raid Day will be taking place this coming Saturday, the 27th of June, from 2 to 5 p.m. local time, which is our last official event of June. Which means it's time to talk about our new Pokémon GO debut. Mega Skarmory. Mega Skarmory is the Mega Evolved form of Skarmory, the Pokemon originally coming from the Johto region. Mega Skarmory was introduced in Pokemon Legends ZA, and according to the stats in the main series games, it is a brilliant attacker and special attacker. So how does that translate in Pokemon GO? Well, let's have a look at its base stats. It has a max CP of 4229, which is a really strong start, an attack of 273, defense of 228, and a stamina of 163. So definitely more of an attacking Pokemon like it is in the main series games. It is only weak to 2 different things, which is going to be electric and fire, but have a look at these resistances. It resists 10 different types, making it one of the most resisted Pokemon in the game. Its fast attacks are going to be Air Slash and Steel Wing, and its charge attacks are going to be Brave Bird, Sky Attack, and Flash Cannon. The great thing I can say here is that it does have a Steel type moveset as well as a Flying type moveset, which is great for raid attacking. Based off what we're seeing here, this is a pretty strong start, and we're going to have a look at how good it is a little bit later. Like I said in the intro, I have a way where you can do at least 10 Skarmory Super Mega Raids for absolutely free. But before I get to that, let's just blow through the details and bonuses. The remote raid limit is going to be increased to 20, and that's going to be from Friday at 5 p.m. all the way until Saturday at 8 p.m., but that's going to be PDT time. So you pretty much have 2 days to remote this if you really wanted to. Trainers can receive up to 6 free raid passes on this day. But a little pro tip is that if you didn't do a raid the day before, a free raid pass is going to carry over. So you're actually going to get 7 free raids now. The other great thing is that every Skarmory you catch from these Super Mega Raids is at least going to be at Mega Level 1. And last but not least, we're going to have a 1 in 10 chance, it should be, to encounter Shiny Skarmory from that Mega Skarmory encounter. And it is a beautiful shiny, kind of taking on that like metal green, really pretty. Actually, I'm just going to tell you how to do those 10 free raids now. Like we've just said, if you don't do a raid the day before, you're going to get 7 free raid passes. But what people have forgotten is that there's another way you can enter Super Mega Raids, and that's not just through a premium pass. You can also use link charges. Now, to enter one Super Mega Raid, you're going to need 200 link charges. But as you know, and if you didn't know, you can hold 600 link charges in your link holder. So before this event even starts, you could have 600 saved up. So once you've done those 7 free raids, you could then use another 600 link charges that you would have had saved up to do another 3 for a total of 10. And as we get to the tips and when we talk about the XP gains, you're going to want to be doing this. A free timed research will be available to all trainers where we're going to have to complete research tasks, and we can earn a premium battle pass, including 1 encounter with Houndoom. However, if you wanted to take your Super Mega Raid Skarmory experience to the absolute next level, please consider buying the ticket for a total cost of $5. If you do, you're going to get an additional 14 free raid passes from Spinning Gyms. So in total, if we used our trick as well, we're talking 24 raids on this day. And again, with the XP gains and even coming up in this ticket, it's definitely going to be worth it. We're going to get increased chance to get Rare Candy XL from completing these raid battles. We're also going to get an additional 5,000 XP for completing raid battles, including an additional 5,000 Stardust for completing raid battles. This yeah, you're gonna want, if you're looking for resources, you're gonna want to play this, and I'm gonna show you why. If you are gonna buy this ticket, please consider buying it through the web store. Of course, if you do, you can progress with your Go points through their premium track to really claim some good rewards on that web store. But on top of that, if you bought this ticket through the web store, you're gonna get a bonus premium pass at no additional cost. Those are the details out of the way. But the difficult thing about Super Mega Raids is that we have the shield to worry about. Just like it was in Mega Phalanx Raid Day, you're gonna have 8 players to break that that Super Mega Raid shield that's on Skarmory. Guys, I want you to check out that new map that they have listed. I'm gonna leave it in the description as well. If you click this link, which is actually on the original blog post on the Pokemon Go website for this event, you will be able to see what raids are gonna be Super Mega Raids in the days leading up to the event. Based on that, you could then communicate with community members to then schedule when you're going to do these raids together. The great thing now is that you can invite over 10 players now to a raid lobby. You would need to do this quickly because from when you send the last invite, there's going to be a 30-second cooldown, and then you can send another batch and then hopefully another batch. They've definitely changed this setting. The difficult thing about remote raiding into Super Mega Raids like on Skarmory Day is that you are going to need 1 remote raid pass, but also 200 link charges as well to compete. So now that we know that we need 8 players and we also know that we need a Mega Pokemon on our team in our raid lobbies, what are going to be the best Pokemon to take down Mega Skarmory? Well, it's best to always look at its typing. Because it is a flying and steel type, we have to look at its weaknesses, which again is only fire and electric, which means the best Mega Pokemon you could use is undoubtedly going to be Mega Charizard Y. The reason why this is the #1 pick is that you can do super effective damage against Mega Skarmory, but at the same time, if this Mega Charizard is at Mega level 3, you will be able to reap candy as well as XL candy as well, because Mega Charizard shares a flying type just like Mega Skarmory does. So that's a double win. On that Mega Charizard Y, you're going to want Fire Spin and Blast Burn, which does require an Elite Charge TM. You could then have Mega Magnetric in there with Thunder Fang and Wild Charge. Mega Charizard X will get a mention with Fire Spin and Blast Burn, and an honorable mention for something like Mega Blaziken with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. The best Shadow Pokemon you could use is going to be that new Shadow Reshiram with Fire Fang and Fusion Flare. Shadow Heatran is in there with Fire Spin and Magma Storm, and Shadow Magnezone with Volt Switch and Wild Charge. In terms of some budget counters, you could use Xurkitree with Thunder Shock and Discharge, Electivire with Thunder Shock and Wild Charge, Magnezone with Volt Switch and Wild Charge, and I'm also just going to throw in Zekrom with Charge Beam and Fusion Bolt if you do have it. Once you defeat it, you will then get an encounter with Skarmory. That 100% IV is going to be 1204 CP, but the weather boosted 100% IV is going to be 1506 CP, and that's going to be in snowy and windy weather. Now that we know the best Pokemon to use, what are some top tips that you can do to really maximize this day? Tip #1, and you didn't see this coming, special evolutions. There are 3 special evolutions that you can get done on this day. In order to evolve Bisharp into King Gambit, you're going to have to use 100 candies, but you're also going to have to defeat 15 Steel or Dark type Pokemon with that Bisharp as your buddy. As you know, Mega Skarmory is a Steel and Flying type Pokemon, so this is a perfect opportunity if you wanted to get that King Gambit for the Dex. Maybe you even have a shiny. In fact, I just realized I've got the shiny that I haven't evolved into my King Gambit yet, so there we go. I'm probably going to be doing that. The 2 other evolutions is going to be Hisuian Quillfish going into Overquill, and the other one is going to be Galarian Yamask going into Runerigus. Both of these evolutions only get triggered once you defeat 10 raids with either of these Pokemon as your buddy. Again, on raid days is the best opportunity to do that. If you want the evolutions of these Pokemon, make sure they are your buddy on the day while you're completing these raids. Tip #2, candy gains, and it's a massive one. The reason why is that, please remember, we are still in the middle of the Flying Taxi event, as well as the Flying Taxi Taken Over event. Part of that Flying Taxi Go Pass at Tier 1, which is at rank 10, it's going to be 2 times catch candy, and that's going to carry over onto this day as well. So now every single Skarmory you catch is going to be rewarding you 6 candy. With the use of a Pineapple Berry or a Silver Pineapple Berry, it's going to be much easier to catch because it's not a legendary, and if you had a Mega level 3 Steel or Flying type Pokemon in the background, you could then add another 2 candy on top of that. So guys, we're talking about 14 or 15 candy per catch, and Skarmory is not the easiest Pokemon to get candy for because we very rarely see it in the wild. So with that Mega Evolution bonus, stacking with that Go Pass bonus, it's a great time to take advantage. Make sure to Mega Evolve your Pokemon. #3, XP gains. The XP gains on this day could be exceptional if you play it right. And how we're going to break this down for you is just show you the maths. Every single Super Mega Raid you complete normally grants you 15,000 XP. If you popped a lucky egg here, you would be getting 30,000 XP per Super Mega Raid, which is still incredible, especially if you're doing 10 for absolutely free. That would be like 300,000 XP for completely free. If you did buy the ticket, you're going to be getting 15,000 plus 5,000 because of the raid, which takes us to 20. And if you lucky egg that, that's going to take us to 40. Guys, 40,000 XP per raid is nothing to scoff at. And remember to pop your lucky egg. That is how you're going to take advantage. Tip #4 kind of coincides with that because that's going to be about Stardust gains. Remember, during this event, that Go Past Tier 2 bonus is getting more Stardust by by defeating Team Go Rocket Grunts or leaders. In the middle of this raid day, while you're walking between raids and gyms, this is a great time to chip away at that and try and have that star piece running in the background. Normally, every Super Mega Raid is going to grant you 2,000 Stardust. But if you had the ticket, you're going to be getting an additional 5,000 Stardust per raid. With the star piece running, you're going to be getting 10,500 Stardust per raid on top of the Rocket Grunts and leaders that we've just spoken about. Guys, this could definitely be a Stardust gainer. Tip number 5, level 80. A lot of us are still on the journey to level 80, and if you weren't aware, you need to get 50 platinum medals in order to make this happen, which is not the easiest thing to do. But during this event, because it's focused on raiding, there are certain medals that we can chip away at. The first one is going to be your Raid Expert medal, which requires you to reach the Raid Battle Trainer achievement screen at least 500 times. This is one of the easier ones. Some of the harder medals to complete though, the first one is going to be your Champion medal, which requires you to win 2,000 raid battles. Also, please focus on the Rising Star medal, which requires you to defeat 150 unique raid boss species, which is a great opportunity because no one's ever done a Mega Skarmory before. But everyone's got the million-dollar question. How good is Mega Skarmory really in Pokemon Go? Well guys, we know that Megas are generally very good raid attackers. And having a look at Mega Skarmory, it's actually pretty solid in both the flying and steel type categories. With all of the unreleased Pokemon in Pokemon Go right now, both of these rankings currently sit at rank 18, but 2 or 3 of these Pokemon on this list are not released into the game, so it's probably going to be around the 15th best steel type as well as the 15th best flying type attacker in the game right now, which to be honest, if you're a returning player or if you're just starting your Pokemon Go journey, this is a perfect opportunity to get a decent flying type. You could even use Skarmory in the Great League or Ultra League. To be honest, it's a really good alternative to something like Corviknight, but Corviknight is definitely going to take the cake because of its superior movesets. Overall, is this day worth it for you? I would say 100%, and not just because of the Pokemon, it's probably more so because of the resources, especially if you are a more advanced player. As we said around the middle of this video, the Flying Taxi event, including the Flying Taxi Taken Over event, are currently live right now, and I'm going to leave both of these videos above me. There are definitely things you haven't thought about, including things you haven't noticed about these 2 events. Trust me, we cover everything in those 2. Love you guys so much. Please smash that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate your support, and hit that hype button so we can send it as far as wide as possible. Love you guys. Go with us. We'll catch you in the next one, baby. Shh.